Probably have to grind some HP bonus stats off the board if I actually want to use her. Probably. There's a 200 that's not too far. That seems like a good price. Okay, let's grab the golden garb. Okay, and then I need a new weapon for Ash. I need you. Turns out, I don't know where the golden armor is. It's right there. So yeah, there's a 200 HP, like right here. It's only gonna take 170 fights to get there. There's also 150 HP, I think, right here. Or no, that's 100 HP. 150 is that one, which she already has. Dang, she already has an extra 200 HP. And she's still like this. Oh yeah, I didn't check if that worked. Whoops. I think I saved points on her. Oh, that shield block. Okay. Also, her gear doesn't protect her against physical damage, but against magic. I believe it's only the hat that gives magic resist. Yeah. Oh, wrong character. Yeah, so like regular armor gives defense, and then hats give magic resist. Balthiers. I still don't know how to unequip things. Is the remove command in the menu? Oh. I admit, I have not paid attention to that. Oh, I'm still on the remove command. There we go. There we go. Doing thing. Alright, where's the elders? You look like herders. Herders. There we go. You're an elder. You have the look of one who wishes to know something. If it is something that I know, good. The Nethicite. You're not the only one who has asked me about this. It saddens me to admit I know nothing of this stone. Magicite contained within it a great power. Thus we have worshipped the stones from the beginning of time. Yet I had never heard of this Nethicite. You might ask the other elders. I'm sorry I could not aid you. What is it, human child? Have you something to ask of this wizened man? Ah, you wish to know of Nethicite. It is a word I hear quite often of late, though I know not why, nor do I know anything of this stone. Have you spoken with the High Chief of this? Perhaps he will know something of the matter. He will be with the Geomancer Ugelu. You are the whom our war chief saw on the plains. Welcome to our village, protected by the clear flow of the Sogot. I am Supanelu's brother, Kadalu. I worry for Supanelu often. Goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. Oh, you have business with elders, yes? On you go. Oh. Thought he was an elder. You have to start your own playthrough of this game so you can give Fran all the love that Axelrod denies her. Please do. You learned what you wish. No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face, so the elders cannot help. And you must meet with the Great Chief. Yes, it is true the Great Chief may know something that would aid you, yet arranging an audience may be quite difficult. Must learn more about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your Great Chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of the dynast King Wraithwall. If the Garif have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that the dynast king once held. You have proof of your heritage. I do not. I have looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, Hume child. I give you my trust. The Great Chief is ahead, across this bridge. The real issue here is that you're forcing Fran to fight in those shoes. Any self-respecting Fran any self-respecting person who acknowledges that Fran is the best would never ever have her fight in those shoes. And by shoes, I mean, you know, no shoes, but the heel of like a stiletto for some reason. Such a strange wardrobe.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
We don't trust this kid. What the Sokofu are you doing here? Time to build Larsa. Oh no. I hope he joins as a guest.
Says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ashe, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ashe, let us go to Bur Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Basch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Jagd Ramuda. Once we're in Jagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Jagd-Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Jagd. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
So, you will leave. Take this as a token of our parting. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for the first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. think it's in my best interest to use the chocobos. Alright, let's bust up some suckers. Walk on foot for the experience? Exactly. Anello certainly needs it. Ooh, Larsa using a high potion? Yo. Where's my protect? Yo, tank. Don't worry, he stole it from my pack. I've checked in the past, and the potions that Larsa uses, not from my pack. I would be very, very annoyed at that. So disappointed that this blood sword doesn't leech HP. It had all the potential to do so. She gained 24 HP from that level. She is going to be less squish. Also, Mount Burmasafe should be in the eastern Kuan. You view places you have previously visited, purchase maps to see unexplored areas. I'll have to go through the jungle. That's fine. Grain. If I got a little bit of money, it could justify a lot of things. Let's see. Let's do... Ooh. That... I don't think she has Libra. Alright, so I think my plan... I mean, look, we still got another at least 30 plus hours to go in this game. So I think what we do here is we level up Penelo. And if Penelo works out, great. Once Penelo catches up, we can see about reevaluating swapping out Bosch or Balthier. What if Penelo doesn't work out? Well, then I can swap out Penelo. The investment in her is pricey, but if it basically, if the situation called for it, I could always just grind. Actually want to go into that cave. But I think Penelo will work out. I believe in her. And we'll be setting up, I guess, Ash to be the tank. You know, and in the ideal scenario, we would swap out Bosch, Ash would take over as the healer tank, and then Balthier and Penelo will subsequently bring the ruckus. It's a decent plan. You believe in this plan for now? No. We'll see what happens. I am super worried about party members leaving the party. I don't get the impression that Vaughn or Penelo is going to leave the party, though. Ash could. If Ash leaves the party, that is a problem. If Bosch leaves the party, that will be a problem. I mean, let's be honest here. Balthier, oh yeah, we do not want to be here. Balthier is the most likely person to leave, and by extension, Fran. So, I feel like we've got a decent group of people that we can rely on for now. The way to the jungle, right? At that end. Ah, crap. I forgot about these flying enemies. It's said to use fire against them. Somebody did giga damage right there. Might have been Penelo. It was not. Yeah, somebody did 700 damage. Is that Larsa with that telekinesis? Yeah, that's Larsa. Okay, Larsa. Bring that ruckus. How goes 12 today? It's going. Oh no. I decided to make some changes. Can we kill this guy, please? Oh, that time she got 35 HP. The flying enemy. Did we kill the flying enemy? No, Larsa is crazy. I swapped out Vaughn for Penelo, and I'm building Penelo with a katana. And I'm hoping it'll be amazing. But as you can see, Penelo has her own style of doing things, so I have to wait. She's like 7 levels behind too, so a little bit of struggle here and there. Alright, so just survive while Larsa kills this. So I need you to not miss. What happened to doing 700 damage, man? There you go. Let me get my hands on that telekinesis. Ooh, yeah. Where's that high potion? Are you seriously running away? When I think of the music in 12? I admit I haven't given it a ton of thought, but there have been multiple instances where I feel like it has been a little too orchestra-y for me. And I typically do not gravitate towards orchestra music that sounds like orchestra music. But I haven't been super annoyed with any of the music. There was one track in the little prison area that sounded some niceness there. I would like to make this on even footing. Alright, so Penelo, you cast that. You're not really doing good damage with magic. Even though your magic stat is pretty good. A little disappointing. We believe, much like the world, they tried to make it very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics music. Oh, I've certainly caught on to a bit of that. It's basically the exact same world as Final Fantasy Tactics. I've got my stuff right. Honestly, I get more Final Fantasy Tactics Advance from this game than I do the original Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's been a hot minute since I played the original Final Fantasy Tactics, so I can get possible, you know, or very similar. Also, this game probably came out before Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Probably. This the way to the jungle? It is. What is that? Hybrid Gator. I'd like to not fight. Poor thing. Oh, looks like I'm fighting four things. Alright. Press the right button. Oh, you have. Oh boy. Larsa, we're gonna need you to carry. Connect this one, please. I believe this was after Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, but you don't know? I can check. Final Fantasy. Let's see, Tactics Advance came out in 2003, 12 came out in 2006. Okay. There's that. Why is my level so low at this point? You were level 40 before anyone joined? Took like 30 minutes? Well, I think if you thought about that for a brief second there, you would realize, but even though this is a second plus playthrough, I'm not exactly very knowledgeable about this game. I played this game sometime around 2006, you know, plus a couple of years perhaps.
This one was a success.
I don't...
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for
him.
a future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am
I
as
got a
brothers.
good feeling.
Larson, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vayne is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vayne's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vayne ill-placed?
Vayne took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zargabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vayne has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vayne's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Alrighty. You only played it once on the PlayStation 2 when it very first came out, but you found Destia and werewolves and triple experience when solo as Vaughn. Well, I can certainly say that I spent a decent amount of time as Vaughn fighting things, and I did not feel that the experience I was gaining was so drastically high that I could get up to level 40 and in 30 minutes, no less. Clearly you knew something or figured out something that I didn't, because I spent a decent amount of time as Vaughn solo, and it was impossible for me to get up to level 40. But I'm gonna mark here, and we'll just have some weird, shorter episodes because of longer stuff. Maybe, I don't know.